Trump worries.
Americans do not have positive view of Trump's presidency so far. Nearly half of the respondents say that the U.S. is not on the right track. 53% say Trump is leading U.S. economy the wrong way. Inflation has dethroned illegal immigration as top issue for Americans. Meanwhile, 55% of participants believe tariffs are harmful to the U.S. economy. Trump's overall approval ratings are also on a steady decline. 47.3% Americans are not satisfied with Trump's overall performance as president. His approval ratings now stand at 44.7%. Trump has intensified his so-called crime crackdown in recent months. He has deployed National Guard troops in U.S. Capitol and Marling to repeat the same in several other cities. According to the Emerson College poll, national poll, 48% of Americans say they do not agree with Trump's move. That is 4% more than the people who support the decision. Trump is expected to relocate the base from Colorado to Alabama. Let's talk to our correspondent.
Yeah, Eric, it's a significant move considering the fact that it was already ordered during the first Trump administration for this base command headquarters to be moved to Alabama based on findings by the Pentagon and the National Space Station. However, it was temporarily set in Colorado, and President Joe Biden decided to keep it in Colorado, that temporary location. Now President Trump wants to move it to its initial headquarters, its permanent headquarters in Alabama. It is significant just because Colorado is majority Democrat, Alabama a Republican state for the most part, and the significance of having the space station really affects the local economy. So both states, of course, want that space station to be in their state. But nonetheless, it appears that this announcement is going to be made in earnest. Now, the president is expected to also take some questions from reporters. One of the key issues domestically that everyone is watching is whether or not he would want to deploy national troops to Chicago, which had a mass shooting and killing spree, not in one, but in multiple ones during the weekend, up to 58 with gang members as low as the age of 8 carrying out these shootings sporadically in multiple places. President Trump calls it the murder capital of the world. That, of course, it's disputable, but Chicago's crime rates really have been making headlines for some years now here in the United States. Of course, that deployment is met with resistance from the Democrat governor and the Democrat government in Illinois and in Chicago, so we'll see how that pans out.
Susan, there's also speculation that the president may rename the Defense Department to the Defense or to the War Department. He had made this statement previously, I think 2 days ago. What are Americans saying about that terminology being changed from Department of Defense to the Department of War?
Yeah, again, mixed reactions like the poll that you just read earlier. You know, these are issues that really fall on partisan lines. Americans are mostly right now concerned about the economy, the immigration, the possible effects that tariffs will have, how much headline this is going to garner. It probably is going to make a lot of headlines just among pundits and television personalities and those in the president camps and those who oppose the president and his strategy. Some might even consider it to be sort of inflammatory, considering the fact that this department, it was actually named the Department of War prior, but then it became the Department of Defense after World War II, and it kind of signifies that America's role in the world, if it does decide to engage, is usually for defensive purposes. So, there's going to be a lot of debate on that. Average Americans, it's hard to imagine it's going to affect their lives in one way or the other, but nonetheless, the conversations are going to be there for sure. And